What if I told you that the only thing standing between you and your dreams is your mindset? Life isn't about what you don't have, it's about what you do with what you have. This is the story of how one simple shift in thinking turned a beggar into a successful businessman. Stay with us till the end, because this story might just change the way you see your own life. In a bustling city, amidst the chaos of screeching train wheels and hurried footsteps, a beggar lived on the periphery of society. His days began and ended at the railway station, where life seemed to rush past him, indifferent to his existence. Passengers came and went, their faces blurred into a monotonous stream of hurried glances and shallow pity. The beggar, known only by his tattered clothes and outstretched hand, was invisible to most but relied on their fleeting generosity to survive. Yet, deep within, he yearned for something more, though he couldn't quite articulate what. One sweltering afternoon, as the beggar surveyed the crowds, his attention was caught by a man with an air of elegance. His suit was immaculate, his watch gleamed in the sunlight, and he walked with purpose. The beggar's heart leapt. This man must be wealthy. Surely, he can spare me more than just a coin or two. Gathering his courage, the beggar approached and extended his hand. "Kind sir, please help the needy." The man paused, his piercing gaze locking onto the beggar's. "Why do you only ask?" he said, his voice calm but firm. "Have you ever thought of giving?" The beggar blinked, stunned by the unexpected question. "Sir, I am a beggar. I have nothing to give." The man's expression softened, but his words were resolute. "If you cannot give, you have no right to ask. Life is not just about taking, it's about give and take. Remember that." Without waiting for a reply, the man stepped onto the train and vanished. The beggar stood frozen, replaying the man's words in his mind. They were simple yet profound, stirring something deep within him. For the first time, he questioned his own approach to life. What can I give? The question haunted him, refusing to let go. Over the next few days, he wandered the station, lost in thought. His eyes scanned his surroundings for an answer, but all he saw were the usual scenes of hurried commuters and crumpled newspapers littering the ground. Then, on the third day, as he sat beneath a scraggly bush near the station, a splash of color caught his eye. Amid the dirt and grime, wildflowers bloomed, bright, resilient, and full of life. An idea began to take root. Why not give flowers? They cost nothing, yet bring joy. The next morning, armed with a handful of freshly picked flowers, the beggar began his usual rounds. This time, however, he didn't just hold out his hand. To everyone who gave him alms, he offered a flower in return. At first, the passengers were surprised, their expressions shifting from indifference to curiosity. Some smiled, others thanked him, and a few even stopped to admire the simple blooms. By the end of the day, the beggar felt something he hadn't experienced in years: pride. He had given something of himself, however small, and it had made a difference. Day by day, his pouch grew heavier with coins. Word spread about the beggar who offered flowers, and people began to seek him out, eager to support his unique gesture. One evening, as the beggar made his rounds, he spotted a familiar figure, the tall man whose words had sparked his transformation. Heart pounding, the beggar approached him, flowers in hand. "Sir," he said, his voice steady but filled with emotion, "today, I have something to give you. Please accept these flowers." The man smiled, his eyes twinkling with approval. "Well done," he said, handing the beggar a crisp note. "You've become a businessman, my friend. Remember, true giving is not about wealth, it's about value." The beggar watched the man board the train, his words echoing like a mantra. Value. Inspired, the beggar began to dream bigger. With his earnings, he bought seeds and planted flowers along the railway tracks. As the plants grew, they transformed the once bleak station into a vibrant garden. Passengers lingered, admiring the beauty, and his reputation as the flower man spread far and wide. He started selling small bouquets, reinvesting his profits to expand his offerings. Over time, he learned about flower cultivation, business management, and customer service. 6 months later, the beggar was no longer a beggar. He was a thriving flower merchant, dressed in clean, well-fitted clothes, his face radiant with confidence. One day, while traveling to a neighboring city for a business deal, he found himself in a train compartment with the same tall man. "Do you remember me?" the merchant asked, extending his hand. The man looked at him, puzzled. "I'm afraid I don't." The merchant smiled. "We've met before, twice, in fact. I was the beggar you once refused to help, and later, the one who gave you flowers." Recognition dawned on the man's face, followed by a wide grin. "You've come a long way." "Thanks to you," the merchant said earnestly. "You taught me that life is about giving value." That lesson changed everything. The two men talked for hours, sharing stories and insights. As the train neared its destination, the merchant gazed out of the window, the world rushing past. The lesson of the story. So, what's the lesson here? It's simple: your mindset shapes your destiny. This story teaches us that life isn't just about what we receive, it's about what we give. When we shift our thinking from "I have nothing" to "what can I offer?" we unlock doors we never knew existed. Success doesn't come from waiting for the right opportunity, it comes from creating it. No matter where you are in life right now, your thoughts and actions determine where you'll be tomorrow. The beggar thought he had nothing to give, but when he changed his mindset, he discovered he had value all along. And the truth is, so do you. Ask yourself, are you holding yourself back with limiting beliefs? Are you waiting for life to change, or are you ready to change your approach to life? Remember, small actions, fueled by the right mindset, can lead to life-changing results. So, take that first step. Believe in your potential, give value to the world, and watch how life rewards you in ways you never imagined. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motivational stories that can help you unlock your true potential. Leave a comment below and tell me, what small act of giving can you start today to make a difference? Together, we can create a world filled with kindness and possibility. Hit that bell icon so you never miss a story that could change your perspective. See you in the next video.